Hey folks, and welcome to the Don and Murph Easter 2006 special. This is Sean Phillips.
And I'm MJ Kelly, and this is the opening Easter egg hunt, which you actually based off of a real one you had years ago.
About the golden egg. Yeah, we used to go to my uncle's.
It's a tradition.
A tradition, like, I don't think, we don't do it anymore. Remember, I filmed this up with my dad like 3 days before, you weren't even over. And like, I think I did my mom's stuff a different day too. But like, we used to hunt, and then like you'd find the golden egg, and when you found it, you'd win something special or something.
I love this foreign song.
And this stuff was so difficult to film. I can't even believe it.
This is back when your brother was still like a kid. See, he's like a teenager now.
Remember how like the one scene we ran into one another, your basket broke, and I was like,
you were going crazy, and your brother keeps going, we can do this, what's going on? And like, remember we kept like bumping into each other, and we kept like...
I closed the screen up.
We had to like, try to center in the middle of the screen. And
that happened though, the basket broke, when we just started filming. Like, didn't have any shots yet. Yeah. Those, like, you wouldn't believe how difficult it is to plan out how to film something like this.
It's funny, the fact that we use the song, people are probably like thinking, what the hell are they doing using that song? It's like, what the hell does it have to do? It fits, and it works.
Apparently it's from some, like, odd Italian TV show or something. Like, some kind of a show like that. We didn't, and the reason why we haven't done other Easter ones is I feel like if we get a special so right to the point where we couldn't do anything better, or we're happy with it, I don't see any point in doing it again.
I know, I
mean, we'll do something like that, but you look at things like Pee-wee and stuff. They did one Christmas special after being on for like 4 years. Right here is where your basket...
I know, it looks like easy and stuff. It was not easy to shoot that. How many takes did that take? Like 20 takes?
It was terrible.
I know, and it wasn't very pleasant out. There was like...
And remember, I was like, MJ, and I screamed at you, and then you have to go inside and get tape, and...
I know.
Like, you see the tripod on the back.
Oh, jeez.
You can't see it very well on the internet, though. Golden egg.
I know, and there's Easter bunny, supposedly.
This video is brighter than normal. I think it's because I brightened it later.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like...
Like a real happy day.
Is that supposed to be like, some kind of, I don't know, criminal, when he's supposed to, like, disguised as the Easter bunny trying to get... Okay, there you two are wrestling in the background.
The idea was it was supposed to be like a molester or something. Like, we couldn't find anyone else to do it, though, so we just used Ethan. But, like, the idea, like, was he kidnapped you and took you back to his lair.
Of all people, I'm a little curious why out of all of them he chose Murph. Probably because Murph's the cutest.
I guess the boyish or something. I really don't know. But, like, he was going to take, like, dirty pictures of you and stuff. With Easter eggs and stuff. I think he had, like, an Easter egg fetish or something.
It's funny.
Doesn't parts of this site seem like a real show in a way?
It does. Like, I watch it, I'm like, we did that? I think that sometimes.
I don't remember doing this one as much as you might think. Like, some videos I really remember doing. This one is, like, kind of a blur. Parts of it.
I think like you can sort of tell when it was done just by looking at how old your brother looks. I mean, look, he was like what, like a kid there?
Yeah, his voice was like, hi. Now it's like, hello. His voice is deeper than mine.
He seems older than you now.
I always wear that jacket. I never get rid of it. I don't know what my problem with keeping that is. I like it because it's sort of like the Don Vito jacket. The thing is, like he was arrested. Like he's prosecuted for like feeling up those young girls, though.
I kind of feel bad just because he got arrested. I mean, just because he's Don Vito. I just mean, you know, I sort of wish he'd come back.
I don't think he will now. He's probably going to end up going to jail.
I thought he'd already be in jail by now.
No. Maybe we did this and like... Was there kids there again? Like, it tends to, every time we try and do this, there's always like one little shit kid there in the way, and the mother's always looking real afraid. Like, what are these boys doing? Like, watching everything we do, it's really embarrassing.
I know, it's like, we're just trying to get this stuff done.
And there's that, like, sunshot. We've shot from this angle in Jägermeister.
Or from the other angle.
Those are those woods we always film at. We always tend to run into, like, the fans around this area.
I know, like, different ones each time. It's not like the same group, different ones.
No, I get, like, when I ran into trick-or-treating, I didn't know who they were. I ran into them all the time.
This is supposed to be that same shot. That was actually the same spot. Remember in the summer camp one where you're walking and there's a creek and it's so hot out? That was the same one. That was the same area. It was like all dried up now.
These woods are so dilapidated now you can't even hardly go through them.
I know, like this was like in the winter. You're getting near. Actually, no. Well, yeah, it was still winter. It was around Easter time. Because when we first filmed in the woods, it was the mist of the summer. And here's like a cool round shot we did.
That was like a wife swap shot.
Wife swap.
That show, they always like circle around the people when they're about to meet at the end.
I know.
I don't like my hair short like that. I don't know.
Your hair never really changed.
No, now it's so long though.
I always wanted to see this. It's funny, you sort of see the PH on the top corner of the sign saying Murph, even though he's technically not on it anymore. I mean, in this part.
Is my hair... Wait a minute. My hair is longer there.
You know, it's like, wait, what's going on?
We must have shot... That tends to happen. I tend to... used to have, like, haircuts scheduled, and then my hair would be cut.
And then the next shot we filmed later, it was long again. It's like,
like
wait...
the Mormon. Go watch the Mormon, and you'll see, throughout the whole video, my hair changes length.
Yeah, mine, of course, never changes. Okay, like, okay, look at that. He keeps... You're just sitting there. I always wanted to see what it'd be like if it was... Like, and here's the joke. I don't know if anyone got this. It's supposed to be like that's where Murph would sit and that's his Coke.
And one thing that I noticed too in the older ones is Don is very inconsistent with his voice, and I that's my fault because I noticed like in some of them he's got like the hi, and some he's like hey how's it going, man?
This is supposed to be like what Don Murph would usually do, but the fact that Murph's not around, Don ends up having to do stuff all by himself. Like, you know, he's doing delinquent stuff that a bunch of middle schoolers would do. And I'm not trying to put him down. All you middle school people watching right now, I'm not putting you guys down. Right now, I don't know anyone who would usually do this, but it still really adds to it.
You have to admit, for a fat guy and me actually willing to do these things...
The wall looks so different now.
Like, the basement was cleaned up a lot.
I know, it was like changed, but back then there wasn't like as much stuff on the wall. Because you got more shelves there now. And you said you almost like passed out after doing that. Here's you throwing rocks at the wall.
We kept doing it so many times.
Oh, I don't even remember the song you used for this.
It's like doing... It was like whistling.
Oh, yeah.
People said they were grossed out by that.
What, by you spinning in the
What's funny is
we
may have already done a commentary for this.
We may have?
Oh, well.
I don't know.
I can't remember which ones we did.
Yeah, here it's...
And if we did, I feel like this one might be more interesting.
Maybe. It's a different perspective, I guess, but...
What's your perspective now? Do you know what I mean? Like, the first one may have been months later, or I don't know.
That was...
What's funny is, like, you weren't hardly in this at all.
Yeah,
did you even utter any line? Oh, you did the end, and that end that I didn't like, because we sat there in a weird way.
Yeah, it's funny, I didn't even talk in this for... It's funny, Murph is not... As of right now, still, in this episode, he had not had a single line. And this was not easy. This was the hardest part of the video, dragging me up the steps.
I think we were going a little crazy doing this. Remember, I remember I was in real terrible pain for, like, days. Because people don't realize that I was actually pulling you.
I know, and I'm not as light as I look on screen. I weigh over like 214 pounds.
I had to pull you up the steps, and some of it we faked, but not much. Like right here, I was actually right here was fake. Right there was all real.
Yeah, that was fake. Real, of course, fake.
I had to just like when I cut, I had to find like whatever I could that looked real. It was a pain in the ass to like find everything.
Yeah, I always would have liked to have seen...
Like, that's all real right there. I actually was pulling you up the steps there.
An episode... Imagine if I had to pull you up the steps. That was real. You imagine... Yeah, that's not a dummy, and that's not a lightweight body double. That's me. I always would have wanted to have seen what it would be like if one of them just did the show by themselves. Like, just the Don show, what it would be like.
Well, didn't we just do that?
Yeah, no, I'm saying we did earlier. I mean, in this, that's why I'm glad. Like, have you ever done one where it was just the Murph show?
Yeah.
We did?
The 1 month show.
Oh, right.
When we were sitting underneath the play
thing and it was raining. Yeah, that... Cause
that was a pain in the ass, that video. Like, we put all those, like, sheets of like, garbage bags up top and taped them above.
You really look young there. And then there was, there was, I think, like, usually when Murph... If one of them goes, like with Murph, if Don's gone, he replaces him. Like in Don's fired, he actually like bothered to replace him and not just do it by himself.
It's funny that like this scene, we're lit by the window.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think we've done that much before.
No, it was really bright out. Or it was the light seemed fine, but
it's funny when you look at like the picture quality of the new camera. It's hard to believe how sharp and good it is.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about this that makes me kind of queasy and sick. The scene, I don't know, not what we're talking about, but like the way it was shot and the lighting and the time of the day, the fact that it was the last shot in the episode. I don't know what it was.
It went too long.
Yeah, when it was, and it took a bunch of takes to try to get this right.
I don't like the long things anymore. Like
we tried changing shots a lot. I don't know what our deal was in not changing this, and I think there you looked at the camera a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm trying to like the new ones. We try and do more quick cuts and try and like get on with it, because unless we're doing something funny, because even in the Saw video I think I cut like 1 or 2 lines out that like just didn't really need to be there. Like, and back then, like, we used to like put every fucking thing in. Like,
there were no, and that was purposely looking at the camera. There was no like
there are some videos we did that are so dreadfully long, I can't even believe it.
I know, there's no like deleted scenes back then.
Like here's oh, you go.
I'm sorry, I'm just like, like, if we feel it's like, we filmed it, we're using it.
This video should have been 5 minutes.
How long was it?
It's like over 10. We could have wrapped this up quicker. Same with the Christmas, not the Bob Burley one, but the other Christmas. The one when the house is robbed. Oh, I cut that like 8 times trying to shorten that. That was like difficult.
I know.
Somewhere I've got the extended cut, which is like 5 minutes longer.
I know, it's. Oh, you mean that? Oh yeah, because wasn't there all like these shots of us like robbing the houses and stuff?
And this I had to like I stole something from a gay site, and then I had to like remake it. It was really stupid. I had to add Murph stripping over there.
Oh, there. You look really. What's funny is like there. If you actually look at the pictures, there's like really no nudity. I mean, if it gets sort of guy with his shirt off, that doesn't really. Oh, geez, on the screen, like some of the shots look a little blurred. And the way they were arranged, they looked like actual stripping pictures you'd see. I
guess we know I could be a professional at taking porn pictures, I guess.
Probably, and there's the freeze frame.
I got a full one here.
Well, I guess we'll see it in the next Easter special.
If there ever is another one.